It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got C.J. Stroud. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Texans and the Cowboys on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week: 20 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And that score solidified his standing at the top of the touchdown chart. And right now he's looking to finish this season strong with a few more.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Prescott to throw it. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Prescott. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Stroud looking to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him. And that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down by Derek Stingley. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Dallas.
Running right, it's Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing, Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught, Schoonmaker. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out and runs for emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Stroud out of the gun here. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Stroud working out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Play action. Here's Stroud. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. Now he sheds himself free. Touchdown! Nico Collins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand
big spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. 3rd down and 13. As they've got it as we resume action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Taking a shot for Dell here.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
And he rifles one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1, Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Stroud sets up the play action. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The Texans had 8-5 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Stroud to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. On second down, it's Stroud. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Dicker down attack on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Damian Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, due to a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah,
absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 81 yards. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 3. They go again with Pierce. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Ariza now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas returns on offense, and among the weapons, Michael Gallup at wide receiver.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Prescott down.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Here goes Stroud again.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Stroud looking to throw.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number.
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
Left side to Lamb. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
39 yards.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now 2nd and 9. Stroud out of the gun here. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Watkins here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Going for it with Pierce.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Prescott. They've got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Pollard will take it up the gut.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Look, sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Pierce will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Option play, here's Pollard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 44 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Prescott. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott off play action. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Stroud off the play fake. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
to the ground with Pierce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 31, Cowboys 24.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
So no gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Now Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Stroud.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Stroud looking to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Play action. Stroud now.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Operating from the gun, Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 6-yard line.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. Back to throw. Stroud. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead now up to 14. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. Now first and goal. Prescott down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Aubrey good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Quickly, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 7, 1:39 to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
His throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. Prescott. That is incomplete. Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem.
Quarters not enough. We're all even. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Pierce now up the middle.
There's the stiff arm, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Stroud. So third down coming up. But Charles, I guess a question for me, where does four down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Prescott do in the OT?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Here's Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Pollard going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Now Dak.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a